Hi and welcome back to Celebrity Goddess Oracle. So today we're going to do a reading for Zayn Malik. As you know, I like to use the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. So we're going to just take the time and connect in and see what's going on around him at the moment. So I saw, oh, okay, wow, okay, interesting. So, wow, just flying out the deck, right? So I think I had heard that on Valentine's Day he went Instagram official again with Gigi Hadid. So I think they've been on and off, on and off, on and off. So there's been a huge sort of question around them, hasn't there? If you haven't, I've done a reading for Gigi Hadid actually. So if you haven't watched that on my channel, make sure you check it out and see for yourself. Right, one more for here, I think. So he's had huge success, hasn't he? With the band One Direction. He's kind of quiet, I think, at the moment, isn't he? Though on the sort of musical front, I don't know what he's up to. So if you're a fan, maybe you do, and if you do, please let me know and leave a comment below. So I'm just gonna pull a card for peace. Okay, perfect. And one more for here. Okay, maybe a few too many. So there's just one please. Right, perfect. And also an overarching card. Right, straight out the card. Okay. So, okay. So let's dive in and connect. So, right. So what I see is a real, as I connect in with him, right, we're going to kind of go backwards actually in a way, and I feel, but this is showing that he's on this path at the moment of, looking inward, okay? So he's got this, he's got this sort of he's got this focus. This is a guy who, unfortunately, I get this when I was connecting with him, he's gone through a period of not looking after himself, actually. I'm not sure in terms of his health. I just feel like he's sort of like been burning the candle at both ends. He's somebody that has had to take a step back. And we come in here, we can see sort of like this actually more and more in his reading. But he's had to take a step back because his health has suffered from his schedule, And he's had to sort of like take a step back in order to take good care of his body, actually. This has actually been important for him. He's still going through this process at the moment. He's still recovering, I feel. Just sort of like there's this feeling of disconnection in his body physically, there's feeling of this disconnection emotionally, and it's giving him an opportunity to sort of like focus his intention and attention to where he wants to go next. And wherever, I see, obviously he's been part of a really incredible boy band. I think he started out with the X Factor as a solo artist, didn't he? And he didn't make it, and then he came back and they put the sort of One Direction boy band together as parts from different groups or different individual acts. And he stepped away from that because he wants to be a solo artist. And there's this question over it for him, whether or not he can actually be successful at that. I get this feeling that there's a lot of people that are sort of saying to him, no, you can't. No, you can't. And, there's this question of doubt, actually. There's this question of doubt in himself. But I see it as a possibility for him, but it's going to take a lot of work. But I do see a positive outcome for him, actually, a positive outcome on this. I really do. The rest of his reading is everything connected, with himself, and we'll go through this actually, connected with himself and the process that he's currently going through at the moment to actually get to this point. This is sort of like the overarching. This is the overarching, along with this sacred space card here, okay? This, you know, taking the time and focusing and knowing where he wants to go and creating this space for himself in order to get this outcome. You know, there is a huge possibility that he can create this, but it's going to take a huge amount of effort. And he's going to have to get buy-in from a lot of people that at the moment are really on the fence, actually, is the feeling that I get here. Really, you know, on the fence. You know, this bodies of water and Mother Earth, this is about grounding. This is about grounding physically in the body for him, actually. Yeah, so we've got body and then we've got mind and spirit here, actually. So we'll come to that. This is about grounding and about connecting back into the self, actually. And with that, you know, is sort of this comes this, you know, with this physical restoration comes this emotional and mental peace. You know, part of the process of, you know, part of the understanding of this is that, you know, some of us can just go and go and go, you know, and we don't suffer as, you know, we don't suffer physically the same way. But I get this feeling around Zayn that he's got sort of like a more delicate, you know, physical composition. And, you know, as part of this process, he has to learn that it's okay to actually, this, in his reading, this literally means delegate. You know, to delegate it, because he does need to take it easy. You know, he does need to take it easy. It's really important, you know, that as part of this whole process here, as he takes this journey, that he realizes his limitations. There's been sort of a lack of understanding of his limitations previously. I don't think it's, you know, particularly sort of been his choice. It's been sort of like he's been part of a group, he's been part of a machine, and there's been this demand on his time, and he's had to do a lot of things. But it really, in some ways, like, you know, connecting with him hasn't done him a great deal of, hasn't been good for his health, actually. I need to clarify for this because I feel like I'm in two spots with this card here. So let's just pull one more card as a clarifier. I just want to see that we really are where I think we are. I'm going to use the Angel Oracle cards here. And I'm going to pull one card, a clarifier for this fairness. So just one card for fairness. Okay. No, too many. 3 is too many. We just need one, please. One card. Okay, straight out the deck. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is connected, not just in to do with the body. This is connected into the relationship, actually. This is connected into the relationship. There is this feeling as I connect into this that, and it's not necessarily a wedding, but it's to do with, you know, a partnership of that significance. And I get the feeling as, you know, we connect into this, that there has been this, wow, like this, how do I put it? Let's call it non-committing. And I don't think it's just him. I get the feeling that it's actually both of them, actually. Both of them at different times for different reasons. But, you know, this has been a process, and, you know, there's going to be, you know, as they sort of like move into this, as they move into the next stage of this relationship with each other, there's this like need, fairness here is like honesty, actually. You know, when I connect to this is openness and communication. I feel like it's a part of, and Easy does it connected here, is not just connected to this, but also to be mindful. This is mindfulness. Mindfulness in the relationship. And to treat it, you know, to treat it with love and care. To treat it with love and care. Because I feel like in this go round, this is the start of something that could be, you know, long lasting and serious. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. I'm going to connect into the wild, I'm going to connect into the totem animal energy spirit around him as well. I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck by Kim Krans. Really beautiful cards here. So let's just dive in and have a look what else is going on around him. Okay. Wow, okay. Oh no, don't burn my card. Okay. Okay. Raccoon and swan. Okay, lovely. And one more card. One more card. Okay. Thank you. And crow. Interesting. So where are we going to start here? I feel like I want to start with, I feel like I want to start at the top actually. We'll just start with the raccoon. So let's start there, shall we? Okay, raccoon. So the raccoon is about, you know, and it kind of goes to what we were talking about before. This is a guy in hiding at the moment. You know, the raccoon is sort of like, and this comes back to this sort of like, you know, can I be this solo artist? There's this question over it, and I'm kind of like hiding at the moment. I'm in hiding. I'm not showcasing my talent at the moment. I feel unresolved. I feel unresolved about this, whether or not I can be successful. This represents sort of like this feeling of having to put on, you know, when he's been in this One Direction, and I don't know the story around all that, so maybe you can help me if you're a fan, that, you know, when he's been part of that, it's not really been it's not really been a true representation of how he sees himself and who he is, you know, and that's been a real challenge for him. So as we come into this crow energy, this is about change and connection and creativity actually, you know, about coming into balance and being stronger and clearer. This is about intention. This is about intention, having the oversight and having the confidence, to come from this energy into the energy that he wants to be, to create this transformation. Because the swan is a card of transformation, a beautiful, beautiful card of transformation. You know, something that we see as creative and effortless. So, and as he comes into this energy of himself, we'll see this transformation into effortlessness. You know, not that there isn't any effort, because as we know with the swan, it's all about paddling like crazy underneath, but gliding on the top. You know, this is about coming into the self actually, and literally not just coming into the self, but actually coming back from sort of like hiding his talent into himself and actually showing himself as a solo artist. This is what this card actually represents for him. You know, when he moves into this energy, this is about having his inner talent and his inner voice recognized and his talent recognized. And, you know, it's all there for him, actually. It's all there for him. There is this question over whether or not he can do it. There's this hiding, there's this doubt, there's this move from this sort of like doubt and hiding into himself, and then this transformation. But it's very clear in his cards that it's with this focused intention. Like I said, there's a lot of work that needs to go into this, and a lot of convincing. There are a lot of people that are really not behind him actually on this, not behind him at all. Really, you know, I get this feeling that are, you know, just really trying to keep him in, you know, where he is at the moment and as a known quantity. But that's not going to work. It's not going to work. And, you know, he's going to step into self. He's going to take this opportunity. He's going to create this opportunity for himself, and then he's going to make this transformation. And I do see success for him in this, actually. I do see success for him in this, but not without a lot of focused intention, and not without a lot of effort, but I do see it for him. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I can't wait to see what he does. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Thank you for taking the time to watch my channel. If you'd like to like, share and subscribe, that would be amazing. I do personal readings, so if that would be of benefit to you, please reach out and connect. In the meantime, I do take suggestions, so if you have a suggestion, please make sure you leave a comment below. I'm sending you all my love. In the meantime, make sure you look after yourselves, make sure you look after each other, and thanks again for watching Celebrity Goddess Oracle.